Hey everyone, got some Wednesday night track racing from earlier this summer at Hellyer Velodrome out in San Jose. This is the Cat B race. We just had two events in the Omnium this week. This first one up is a win and out. That was two to go, we just came through. Up to this point, nothing really had happened. I was pretty fresh, hadn't done anything, so I decided I wanted to throw a little move here. I don't really know what I was thinking watching this back. I should have either just like attacked, or if I wanted to go up to the top of the track like that, I should have done it from the back, but instead I did it from the front and I telegraphed it for the entire field. So you're going to see I've got Ilya right on my wheel. I think I had won like a couple of Omniums pretty easily in a row, so I was like feeling pretty confident coming into this one and got way too cocky for this win and out. Usually I don't even go for the first sprints and win and outs because you set yourself up for failure like I do right here. So Ilya won that sprint, so he's out. So now I have to sprint again on the next lap for second. And then if I don't get that one, you have to sprint again on the following lap for third. You can see I'm out of the saddle there. I know I'm running out of gas. And Patrick's coming here. He goes past me. I was so not happy about that because after that like VO2 effort, I did not have the legs to go around for another lap. And you're going to see one more person's coming past too. There goes Danny. Yeah, not a great win and out for me there. Finished in fourth. And when there's only two events in the Omnium, that fourth place in one of them doesn't set you up very well. So the second and final event was a scratch race. It was a bit longer than the first event. It was like 12 minutes of racing. So this is the first little move, and I'm just following that on the top side. Same guys in front of me from the first two races. These are the two guys I was worried about. I think we maybe got separation for a second. Yeah, you can see there's only one shadow on my wheel there, but the field is going to all come back together. And that was kind of what happened this entire scratch race. There'd be little moves, but they would only last like a lap, and then the field would clod back together. We were kind of shedding people, but like one at a time, and eventually by the end we get down to a smaller group. But yeah, each of these moves felt like pretty unsuccessful. You'd like be out in the wind for a while and felt like you made a really big effort, and you'd pull up to the top of the track and look back and everybody would be there. It's like, not again. I think pretty much every time I came to the front, I was doing like a little bit of a seated acceleration, like just trying to put some sting in everyone's legs. These scratch races in lower categories, especially a long one like this, there's such big discrepancies in fitness that like the whole field isn't going to come to the line together. So even if you like fancy a field sprint, you got to be on top of it and making sure you're on the right side of the splits. So I sped this up. Nothing really that exciting happened. There's a couple little moves where we get separation for like a lap, but then it would all come back together. It was, yeah, fairly well behaved, I would say. We were kind of in a pace line. There's a couple people who were like skipping poles or taking short ones, but for most of the race, it worked pretty well together. But towards the end, we're going to start actually having some moves that are a little bit more consequential. But yeah, I was surprised. A lot of the scratch races that I've been doing in the Bs come down to like get down to a group of like three pretty quickly. Oh yeah, you can see here I dropped in behind Ilya. We had a gap there, but yeah, here comes the whole field. So short-lived, but kept trying it, especially because I'm not like the purest sprinter. So I'm happy to try these moves in a scratch race. Oh yeah, here's another little move that stuck for a second, but I think you'll see when I pull up, the whole field is back together. Yeah, there they all are. Maybe one or two people less than after that first acceleration, but couldn't really shake anyone. Everyone was on it tonight. Yeah, so we're going to come down to the end here. I think once it goes back to regular speed, there's like 2 or 3 laps left. Getting close to the end, but not quite there yet. And so we are just starting to slow down here after there was a little acceleration, and I think I'm gonna hit it because I didn't want the pace to drop, which has kind of been my move this whole time anyways. Every time I pull through, I'm making a little bit of an acceleration. And same thing here. All of these accelerations, though, like over the course of the race, I mean, I was feeling it for sure, but everybody's feeling it. And eventually, these moves towards the end of the race are going to finally make the elastic snap. You don't need to like put everybody into the red. Just the elastic needs to snap somewhere in the group, and people behind it will get bridged off. So you see, we've got a gap here now. That was why I dropped in. So everybody's chasing behind, trying to scramble to get back together. And we're gonna keep the pressure on. I think if I wasn't talking, you could hear us talking. We're ready to commit at this point. And as soon as we said that, the three of us all just pulled up the track. So track racing, I mean not track racing, bike racing can be pretty psychological at times. You can talk people into doing things that are not in their best interest, like pretty often. So if you want someone to close a gap, it's always worth trying to tell someone to close a gap because they might just do it. But anyways, the three of us have separation despite the fact that we're not working together. I think everybody just cracked. I thought everyone was going to come back because previous moves we kept working and we got brought back. But this one, we were not working together at all, and they were letting us sit out in front. So I think that was 2 laps ago. Nobody wants to be on the front, but Patrick's going to hit it here. A little over a lap move. It's a long ways to go. We're pretty much right on his wheel at this point, so kind of licking our chops. I really like this third spot here because there's no way he's going to last that long. Yeah, he pulls off there. Yeah, if you're pulling off at 1 to go, you're done. You don't really have a chance because everyone's coming past you with momentum. So didn't want to do it on the first corner, waiting for the backside. Here we go, pulling out and going to come around Hellyer and take the W in the scratch race, which I think got me second in the Omnium on the night. So thanks for watching, everyone. If you made it this far, you enjoy watching these bike videos, make sure you subscribe for more of them. Thanks.